we talk?
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. We've come a long way together, haven't we? So, it's that serious? No. I mean, well, maybe. I was just wondering, with the rescue ship arriving any day now, have you thought about what it's gonna look like after you come back? For you, I mean. What are you planning to do with your life, Jan? Planning? No point in planning anything until I manage to get myself out of this mess. The corporation will make it easy for me. I'll probably face some kind of inquiry. So, you're leaving everything to chance, huh? You want to just carry on without a clear goal in sight. Let me guess. You have some good advice for me about how I should live my life from now on. Not really. I was just curious if you intend to live it well. What's it to you anyway? Well, it matters to me. Because at the end of the day, I guess I'll have to consider your life somehow superior to mine. Superior? What do you mean? Only one of us will be able to continue his life as Jan Dolsky. The real Jan Dolsky. And it will be you. And as petty as it might sound, it just feels a little unfair, you know? And according to you, the fair outcome would be not being reduced to the role of somebody else's altar. But this is who you are. Well, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm genuine. Genuine. Admit it. You were lost in your life. And you might have changed, but you still don't know where you're going. Whereas I do. What the hell are you suggesting? Think about it, Jan. Let go of your ego for a moment. Our life made more sense to me than it did to you. I had a sense of purpose. My wife, my family, children, maybe. What if I was the one to come back as Jan Dolsky? What? Swap places and steal my life? No. Get my life back. The life you remember has nothing to do with reality. Lena is a different person. We are different people. Don't you get it? You'd never be able to get back with her. How do you know what I could and couldn't? If I came back as the real Jan, I'd do anything to win Lena back. Has it ever occurred to you that she might not want you? No, Jan. She doesn't want you. All I need is to get a chance for her to meet me. You tell her. Why wouldn't I? I'm the guy who made her happy. Why would I be ashamed of who I am? See? You're still looking at things through your own lens. What if you tried looking through mine? Fine. Show me your perspective then. Look, I'm not saying your life is worth less than mine. Maybe it's even worth more. You've achieved great things, found Rapidium, got through so many obstacles. And you can continue on that road, enjoying being the new Jan you've become, while I could go back to the only life I want, with Lena. Haven't you ever thought that maybe that was the actual purpose of your journey? To become my own altar? No, Jan. You'd still be yourself. But you'd take my place with the others. Nobody would have to know. No. They'd have to know. If I ever did such a thing, it would be to prove to my crew that they have a leader they can trust. Show them that I'm not afraid to share their fate. There. You're seeing sense in it already. Look, I know it's not a decision to be made lightly, and I don't expect an immediate answer. Just think about it. We still have a few days until the ship lands.
Hell yeah!
Here we go. Damn it.
Yes! Yes! Hell yeah! No way! How? Everything all right with your eyes?
Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus. Yes, it's... I know. I wish I could... No, you don't. You were the best man for this mission, remember? So you did what you had. Yeah. See you on the other side. So, thanks for helping me deal with my...
We're gonna have to stay away from each other back on him.
Probably. Unless I introduce you as my long-lost twin.
Yeah, right.
It's been a ride, huh?
Tell me about it. I'll see you around, brother.
So, it's not goodbye, right?
Of course this ain't a goodbye. You know how I know it? 'Cause fierce ocelots always stick together. Yeah. So, keep up the good work, comrade.
You too, buddy. Take care. Thanks for sticking around, buddy.
So, this is it, huh? Real life awaits.
You excited?
Excited, terrified, everything at once. But whatever happens, I know the bond between people can overcome the most improbable obstacles. So you don't have to worry about our friendship.
I'm not worried. Take care out there. The world is your oyster.
I won't let ourselves down.
So, wish me luck.
Good luck, man. Even if we don't make it, you gave me back.
Well, you should know, I learned a lot from you too.
Yeah, I know. What a jerk you could have become.
How much I can really endure.
Right. But we both know that we don't have to be strong. We can be good with what we have. And with what we feel.
Good words for a new beginning.
Yeah. Let's hope we get to see one.
You, TR, buckle up and, yawn.
Yawn. T.R.
Yeah. TR. That's you.
Yawn. T.R. Dolsky.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's a serious name, TR. Looking forward to reading your book.
Good. Bye, yawn.
I'll see you on the other side, but... All right, so... this is it. Yup. It's just the two of us left. Did you think about it? My proposition? So, you really meant it. I did. And I still do. I know it's crazy, but show me something that hasn't been lately. What do you say? I've given it some thought, and I realized that my path lies with the others. For better and for worse. So, yes.
Go instead of me. Seek your happiness, and I'll seek mine. Wow. I didn't think you'd be up to it. I honestly don't know what to say. Don't say anything. I'm doing it for the both of us. That is the only way I'd want it. So, I guess it's time to switch. Ready to get in? Okay. Don't let me down. I won't. Wish me luck. Good luck, man.
Jan, Agatha here. Our people are about to land. Did you prepare everything as we discussed?
Maybe. But I have some questions I'd like to ask you before we proceed with this plan.
I know you've been talking to Lena.
You do? Huh. Yeah. I know you do.
I thought we had a deal. No more secrets. Do you really think you can pull one over on me?
What about your part of the deal? You never said anything about the rescue team being an armed squadron.
Oh. So you expect me to explain myself to you now? After everything that's happened, I must say that's cheeky. But I will indulge you. The team is armed because this is a Rapidium retrieving mission, Jan. And the corporation will protect its assets with whatever means available. Now, I don't know what you and your ex have been discussing so fervently on an unauthorized channel, but I would like you to listen to me very carefully. Whatever you might be thinking of doing, you must understand that your time of breezy irresponsibility is coming to an end. You are heading back to society, where certain rules and laws apply. In this world, every decision you make has consequences. And not just for you. Take Lena, for example. Her career, so promising. It would indeed be a shame were it to be cut short by criminal charges.
What? Hey, Lena has nothing to do with this.
Of course she doesn't. As long as everything goes as planned. But, if the mission is compromised, I'm afraid the Disciplinary Commission will have no choice but to investigate her involvement thoroughly. I can't imagine you'd possibly value a bunch of quantum-projected reflections of yourself more than your real loving wife, because that would be very narcissistic. The corporation owes them nothing. You owe them nothing. They do not exist for real, and you know that. Because you're a grown man, Jan Dolsky, not a child who believes in fantasies. Smuggle them on board the ship as you were told, and do not attempt a single thing we haven't agreed on. Once you take off, your nightmare will be over, and there will be no more than ghosts to you. You'll forget your worries. Everything is different in the light of day. And of course, I can't wait to have a blast with you at our press conference.
So, this is it. I'm on my own. Thanks for a good beginning. For being a home for me. For us.
the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. Man, we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
Ready to do it all over again, if needed.
What a champ. I wish I'd met you earlier. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting Rapidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
I'll tell you more when we get back. We'll have a lot of time then, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CP unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that Rapidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dosky, did you have a cat that climbed into a Rapidium arc or anything?
A cat? Not that I know of.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Sorry, but no idea.
Seriously? The readings show that there's signs of life inside this crate. And it's considerably heavier than the other ones. We can't just ignore it. You might be a hero, Dolsky, but you need to cooperate.
No. It's all in your hands right now. The Rapidium needs to get back to Earth. If there's anything wrong with that Ark, I'm sure Ally Corp experts can take care of it. But it would break my heart if we were to lose such a big part of the cargo just because of some readings we don't understand.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Sorry. For a moment there, I forgot how important this mission was.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
Second thoughts? Let's just see how this plays out.
How did I end up here? Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part
People have continued to take to the streets in reaction to food rations being cut down to the bare minimum. Now onto the top story of the week. Events are unfolding rapidly as Ally Corp has announced today that the Rapidium found by one of its missions has been tested, verified, and cleared for development in the newly created Department of Rapidium Technology. According to the press release, the new unit will be run by Dr. Lena Berg, a biotechnician with significant experience in Ally Corp's research department. Dr. Berg will lead a team of highly skilled professionals to develop and deliver the best Rapidium grown products. Ally Corp also pledged to share Rapidium with non-profit organizations according to their subsidy terms. Experts say that this is what matters most.
I'm sure Ally Corp can come up with some exciting Rapidium solutions quickly, but what's really important is that they won't have monopoly. And we will get Rapidium-grown food, not just for the richest buyers, but for everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Lena. I was pretty sure you wouldn't want to talk to me.
I'm sorry I reacted like that. I was in shock. I needed to be alone.
But you're calling now. That's all that matters.
Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but then I found out we've been invited to the same press event. Jan Dolsky, the man who brought Rapidium to Earth.
And Lena Berg, freshly appointed as the head of Ally Corp's Department of Rapidium Technologies.
You heard?
Of course. Congratulations. I'm so proud.
Thanks. Jan. It's still so awkward to call you that knowing who you really are.
Well, it shouldn't be awkward. I'm the same person he was. I just didn't make his mistakes.
I have to say I appreciate your honesty. The way you just reached out to me. It was very brave of you to tell me the truth, instead of pretending to be him. Like you do in front of everybody else.
Brave? Please, Lena, I could never lie to you. It's against my nature. I just wish I could show myself to the world like I'm showing myself to you. Sharing that secret with you is almost like splitting the burden in half. So I'm the one who should be saying thank you.
In that case, can I ask you something? The other night, when we met and you told me about yourself, you said Jan, my ex, wanted you to come back instead of him. But you never said what really happened to him and the others. Didn't they get onto that rescue ship?
They did get on the ship, yes, but I'm afraid that's the last I've heard of them.
So what about the plan to hijack the ship? Jan asked me to disable the tracking of your implants so that he could get you away to a safe location. Did he give up on that?
Look, it's complicated. We were swapping places in the last moment, and I'm not sure about everything he had in his mind at that time.
Whose idea was it to swap places?
I asked him to do it. For me, but most of all, for you. I had this overwhelming sensation that this is the only possible ending to this story. And that if it doesn't happen, if I don't give it a chance, then something very important, very precious, will be lost forever.
I see. What do you think happened to him?
I don't know. All can do is keep hoping that we'll find out someday.
I don't know. Doesn't work for me. With my new position in the company, they'll have to tell me the truth.
What if your position is a result of what happened? He wouldn't want you to lose it. Neither of us would want you to lose it.
Are you telling me I should just let it go?
Maybe.
Shit.
What? What happened?
Sorry, I almost just ran into another car.
You're driving?
Yeah, to the press event. It starts in half an hour.
Damn. I'd better get going myself.
Jan?
Yeah?
If we're gonna do this together, I'm gonna have to be sure I can trust you. Can I trust you?
Of course you can. I'll see you in half an hour. You?
Yep.
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 Oh, good. I'll see.
So, this is it. Have a safe trip and see you on the other side. Thanks for helping me deal with my regrets and everything. What would I ever do with Wigan? Probably. It's been a... Tell me. I'll see...
Time to... Yes. You'll have a lot to do on it. Maybe, but it might be... Something tells me I'm going to look back on this and think of it, see you on the other side. So, because fears... Oh, so... So, you gave... Well, you should know. Yeah, right. We can be... Good word, yeah. Thanks for sticking. So, real, you excited, but whatever. So you... I'm not worried. Take... All right. So, yeah. Did you think about it? So, I did. What do you say? I can't give up my life for you. I don't... Sure. Well, same to you, buddy. Thanks.
Jan, Agatha here. Prepare everything.
Maybe.
I thought we... Do you?
What about your part?
Oh, but I will. And the cook... No, I did. Whatever. In this, take...
Are you threatening?
I'm just... If the mission... I can't... Because that... The cook... Smut wants you... And of course...
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life. Hello. You made it.
We hear that guy? You, and we couldn't believe. How are you feeling?
Ready to do it all over?
What a operating. Yeah, we...
I'll tell you more.
Yeah, bro, you better... Get that... All right, boys, and let's go retrieve some allied corp assets. Okay.
On it, sir. Hey, it's heavier.
Contamination?
I don't know.
Dosky, did you have a cat that climbed into a rubidium? Well, we got any
The only explanation I can give you is that we've got a lot of rubidium in there. Whatever else your equipment is detecting, I don't think it matters much. And I'm sure there'll be experts on the ground to analyze it properly back on Earth.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Our job is to stop by.
What do we do with the read?
We'll do that once. Just, get a proper check. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the...
see how this plays out. How did I end up here? Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Good news on the food front, as another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This time not by a big corporation, but a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six has taken Rapidium from research to production. And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rapidium entering the market is great news. Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box. And their priority is not to boost their stock prices, but to make their mark in the industry. I'm sure more will follow to create a competitive environment, and in the long run, Rapidium-grown food will become much cheaper and more available to everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hi Jan, Peter here. So we have 2 interviews scheduled for today and an optional charity dinner, but we'll get to that later. The car's on its way. I thought I'd call and check if you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. You don't have to babysit me, you know.
Babysit the guy who brought Rapidium to Earth. No, Jan, I was making sure you remember about your public duties, just doing my job.
Anything new I should be prepared to talk about?
Not really. Same old story. You know the drill.
Yeah. I brought the Rapidium all on my own thanks to my determination and undying faith in the mission.
As well as the support and dedication of Ally Corp professionals.
Exactly my thought.
Perfect. You're all set then.
Agatha back from her business trip yet?
Yes, I believe she is. Why?
Did you deliver my message to her?
I'm sorry. I only got to her assistant. She said she'd pass it on.
And? Did she?
Look, if this is about that special cargo you asked about, I don't think we're getting much out of them. I don't know what was in it, but maybe you should just let it go. I mean, you can have whatever you want now. Extended health care, increased personal expenses, a bigger apartment, maybe? If there's anything you need, Ally Corp just wants us to let them know.
Tell Agatha to meet me in person, or I swear I'll spill the whole truth at these interviews.
Jan, listen to me. You've been through a lot up there, no denying that. If you need a rest from your public duties, I'll set up a meeting with your mental health counselor.
You think I'm a fruitcake?
No, I don't. But if you go out there saying crazy things, the corporation will make sure people take you for one. Right. moving on to that charity event. Like I said, it's optional, you don't have to go. Dr. Lenneberg was invited too, and her assistant called yesterday, asking if you're planning on attending. Because if you are, she'd rather skip it. I guess running the Department of Rapidium Technologies makes her value her time more, huh? So, question is, are you planning on attending?
I'll pass. Tell Lana she can have the stage all to herself. Please send her my congratulations on her new role at Ally Corp. Big step up for her.
Of course I will. Now, I have a list of questions for the first interview in front of me. Why don't we go through them quickly?
Too late. That's my driver. Gotta go.
Well, are you sure? I mean, there are a few that could be tougher than usual.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. I'm not afraid of tough questions.